So I'm in my daughter's room. I have a video scheduled to go on downstairs, but I just found like a private little nook in her room and nobody knows I'm in here. See that? There's nobody in the hallway. Okay, so my introduction. Here I'm gonna show you, when I go downstairs, I'm gonna show you Sassafras Science that just came in. I think I put a picture of it on my Instagram, but I'm just gonna do a little flip through. The video should even be longer than 5 minutes. It's very simple. Okay, maybe 10 minutes because I recorded when the supplies came in because I ordered the supplies separately. I have lots of eyeliner going. I'm sorry. And so that's what you're gonna see in this video, but I think I found a future room to record in that's really quiet with a lot of stuffed animals. And the lighting's not so great, but hey, who cares? Nobody's here. Stay tuned. Hi guys, this is Toshiba. I did an intro upstairs a minute ago and then to hours later. I came down to show you the flip through of Sassafras Science. I'm just gonna give you a quick flip through. You could probably find these on YouTube, which is where I saw it for the first time last year. Anyway, with Sassafras Science, it is it's a neutral curriculum. I don't know, I can't find the words and my kids are doing yoga. But that means that they don't choose a side of evolution or Christian Science or creationism, if that makes any sense at all to you. Can't find the words right now, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? So we're using this year. We're doing the zoology. These have 18 lessons in them. And so you can see there. And so you can see what they offer in the table of contents. Also, so what I ordered in this package, I'm sorry, is this is the book and it's in story form, kind of like Story of the World, but science. And then there's a SciDat, which stands for, I think, Science Data Logbook. And then there's a teacher guide. And so it also, you can order, which we did, or I did, we ordered the audiobook of it, and so we do have the audiobook of this. So anyway, it'll give you a list of the characters here. A little bit, it's a very hands-on curriculum. I ordered, I already recorded it when it came in. The supplies came in sooner than the actual supply, the books did. This is zoology. The second half we'll be doing anatomy and physiology. And so it's in story form. There's some characters, Uncle Cecil with Tracy and Blaine, which they're twins. As you can see here, they're zip lining through the rainforest in this particular one, the first story. And they didn't do well in science in the school year, so their mom made them go stay with Uncle Cecil, who is a scientist, for the summer. We actually started on this yesterday. We weren't supposed to, but the kids were like chomping at the bit to get started. So that's what it is. This is where we stopped in the story according to the directions. And so yeah, that's what it looks like. We listened to it first, so I just wanted to get a feel of what it was going to be like to listen to it on the audiobook versus reading it directly to them. And so anyway, that's what the book looks like. It's nothing, there's a few illustrations in it. And if you didn't order the SciDat, which we did, then you could order the lap book, which has these types of things. They kind of look like a cell phone, and then the kids will be able to print these. You print them out and you'd be able to lift this flap up, if that makes sense, and put details about each animal in there. And my son really liked that. I didn't opt for that because it just seemed like a lot of paper that I don't want loose paper going around. I'll show you what the SciDat looks like inside. It's just, it goes over, the first week goes over observation and classification, and then all of the sheets look the same. This is what we did yesterday. My daughter, I think this must be Addison, she colored her little thing that talked about what observation was. They talked about the 5 kingdoms, and she wrote some notes. I wrote 2 of them for her, and then she wrote the other 2 down. Like I said, there's only 18 chapters, so they're meant to be done one half of the year and then another one the second half of the year. This is what the SciDat first looks like. We'll do this one probably tomorrow, about the rainfall. You have these animals here. There's also a printable in the back. I'll show you in the parent guide or teacher guide, where you cut these out and then you post them on a little poster board to put them in classifications. So like mammal, herbivore, omnivore, that type of thing. And so as I'm reading the stories, sometimes they're able to color, and sometimes they're able to just take notes and listen to what I'm saying, or from whatever the audiobook said, if they can pick up on those notes. My 6th grader can. My littles, not so much yet. They're not able to like listen and write notes, but it's a good practice for them. And the book goes along this way. There are some things that they have projects where they can glue a picture of the project here, or the project itself, depending on what that is. And that's how the book goes on. On here, this one is where you are gonna color a certain color of where this animal is on the continent. So that's what that looks like. And in the back, there's a tab because there's a glossary. And so in the glossary, I read from the teacher's guide of what this classification meant if they didn't get it from listening to the audiobook. And then it also gives you the answers of what observation is. And so she was able to write, and I only let the littles write half of the definition, and the older ones wrote the full definition. And that's it for the SIDAT. And this is the teacher guide. The teacher guide is done like any guide. So this is kind of like your spine, and then you can probably tell I got quite a few literature-based things, which I'm not sure of how that's going to work out, but anyway, we're going with it. So this is what the table of contents looks like. Pause if you want to get a closer look at that. And here it gives you an introduction to what it's about, and then it gives you the living book spine that goes along with this. So this one would be Kingfisher, First Encyclopedia of Animals for K through 3rd, and if you want to go further, then DK Encyclopedia of Animals. I haven't ordered those yet. I knew that there were two, but I didn't think about that when I was ordering my first load of things. It tells you about the vocabulary section. Again, pause if you want to see more about that. And then here it gives you additional resources that you can get from the library. I looked these up, so I'm doing like planning for weeks 1 and 2 right now for everything. And so in doing that, I only found about half of these at the library. The other ones I found on Amazon, and I'm not sure I'm going to be willing to purchase all of those because we're using Beowulf Grammar and Guest Hollow Language Arts, and there's quite a few books that are at the library, and there's about 5 or 6 that aren't. And also we're doing Beautiful Feet came with a ton of books, so I don't want to overwhelm them with a whole bunch of books. But with these, I'm probably going to order the ones in this one because it's about animal classifications. And but when I see one, for instance, this is about lions and cheetahs, I'll just go to the library and get leveled readers on those particular animals. And so I think that'll work out better for me because a lot of these are out of print when I look them up, like just a couple of them were. So anyway, it gives you all the books for each chapter. I'm probably going to plan 2 chapters ahead or 2 weeks in advance, so I'll know. And then demonstration supplies, I'll have a video inserted at the end to show you what supplies, because these are not all of the supplies that these are all the supplies that are necessary, but what I ordered, it didn't come with even half of these, and it cost $46. So if I would make a suggestion, I would say do not order the $46 bundle, because most of that stuff I could have gotten at the dollar store for a lot less than what I paid $46 for. But this is a guide to the characters, so you'll find out what characters are going to be in there beforehand if you want to warn your children or let them know. And then here's what the week looks like. So here's what week 1 looks like. I put a little note of where we stopped on the audiobook. I don't like the way the audiobook was, where, you know, typical audiobooks, wherever you stop or pause, and it will automatically remember that. This one isn't done that way. I don't really like that about it. And then you can do this over 2 days, which is what I originally planned on doing, but then I think my kids like the hands-on activities, so I might stretch them out over 4 days. We're definitely not probably going to do it for 5 days. So that's what it looks like. And then here are the details to lesson 1 and all the things that you need to know to complete the information in the SIDAT, and other links to read blogs for other things. There's multiple activities for the week, and there's quite a few activities, and you don't have to do all of them. There's probably like 7 or 8 given. We'll probably do 3 or 4 of those. And then here, this is the first week we'll have an experiment actually, and so they'll tell you what you need. Some of these things were in the box that I ordered and others were not, so I wasn't aware. I thought that most of the things would be there, but no, there aren't. So it gives you, here's that understanding of what the classification was. and what they would put in their SIDAT based on what we're reading. And in the back of the book, near the end, there's an appendix. And after the appendix, you'll see there's a lab report, so I'll need to make multiple copies of these based on the labs that we do. I know an owl pellet is one of the labs because that came in the package. This is a picture of the small animals I was telling you about where you're supposed to color these and cut them out. They're very small, I'm not sure we'll do that. And here are some color sheets that they can complete. They actually can take some of the animals and paste them in a diorama on this particular sheet if you choose to do it that way. And I haven't gotten to what all these are used for, but there's a particular one used for each thing in there based on the animal. So this is what the appendix looks like. It's very simple. You don't have to purchase all of the materials that I purchased with this, but I just wanted to make it a little beefy, a little bit meatier than what it was at its base, because I do have 3rd, 4th graders, and my 6th grader will probably be joining in on the days that he's not at the hybrid school. There's also a glossary that gives me all the answers to what those things are. And the last thing in here are the quizzes. Not sure that we're gonna use them. They're very simple, probably things I could ask orally, or from my older 4th graders, if they do end up going to the hybrid school my son does in a few years, then I'll have some semblance of grades that we kept up with. So that's it. Like I said, stay tuned if you want to see what came in the box for supplies that I ordered for $46, and I'll tack that on at the end of the video. Hi guys, it's Toshiba here with the Joyful Warrior. If you're new to my channel, welcome. This is just going to be a quick video of an unboxing of the Sassafras materials that we are ordering for our science curriculum this year. Like I said, it'll be a quick video of just what we ordered, and it'll help you determine if you're interested in Sassafras, whether or not spending $45, I think it was, on this was worth it. Okay, so first things first, here is the list. Okay, so of course, homeschool parents like things that are already put together. I know a lot of the reason that people order Sunlight Science is because it comes with the materials already in the box. But once you get said box home, you find out that you already had most of the things there, at least 80%, maybe 70%, and that's what I found. So if you look at the list, you can pause if you want, you'll see that we have all of these things lying around the house. So I've determined that this probably wasn't necessary. If I would be more organized as to order all these things on Amazon or Walmart.com, because what happens when I go to the dollar store or like the Dollar Tree to buy something, I ended up getting so many more things than necessary, so then spending more. I don't think though that I would have spent, sorry, the video cut out. Like I was saying, I'm almost 100% sure I would not have spent this at the Dollar Tree but possibly Walmart or Target. I couldn't have just gone in there for this. So that's why I would make the suggestion of ordering this on Amazon.com or Walmart.com. So let's go through the list and see if everything's there. Well, I already have, but let me just go through what I probably wouldn't have had lying around the house, but anyway, it's here. So first was the bag of sand. I would not have had sand, and unless I bought like a sand art kit from Hobby Lobby, I probably wouldn't have. It's hard to get stuff like this other than, like I said, Amazon. Anyway, it came with a bag of sand, came with 2 plastic cups, which we always have because we have guests and lots of children, 2 pipettes, it came with 2 toothpicks. We lost one of the regular ones already. And so we put some from our own collection, in the drawer. There's a timer that it came with. Wouldn't have had this other than the timer on my phone. It came with a wire screen. Not sure what that's going to be used with. It came with coffee filters. Of course, we have that. It came with a bag of glitter. Here is the red and here is the gold. Kind of messy. I don't know how that's going to be used, but I mean, we already have bottles of glitter, which I loathe using at any time. It came with a straw, which we also have, pencils, I mean, come on. Chopsticks came with pliers. My husband has a few of these. Came with the bandana, which will be used as a blindfold. We have like 20 of these. 2 plastic bags, I mean, come on. Yep, we got that. Roll of pennies. I think you need 25. They sent us a roll.
Love.
Which what?
I love.
You love. He's never seen a roll of anything, so he's been enamored with that. That's when you pick up those forceps. It came with food coloring, which we also have. Do you like? Well, let me see what it is.
The tweezers.
The little tweezers. Okay. It came with this random pony thingy, and I think
I don't know why.
I think the book is gonna call for a doll with hair, a plastic doll with hair. So we have lots of those. Molding clay. We do have molding clay. Yes, my love.
I think why we got these in the food coloring to like dye the hair.
Oh, is that? I don't
That's
think
why they don't
that's
have any food.
okay. And then it came with, so in this packet was a set of thermometers, and on the list it said you needed 2, but we opened the first packet and one was broken, so I think they just threw in an extra one, and I'm grateful, but that's kind of random. Did I get everything? Oh, and the last thing I saved till the end because there were forceps, and there was a magnifying glass, a looking glass.
I like that.
And this was for, so this is an owl pellet thing that we're going to do. So it only came with one. So here's the owl pellet. I'm not taking that out. We already opened it and looked at it with gloves. Here's a little tool that you would use to probe it. And I like this dichotomous key for owl pellet. So it'll tell you how to dissect it using, it has everything in here. I think they also have this in the book itself whenever it comes. And this is the owl pellet bone chart, so you can see what kind of animal it might have eaten, whether it be rodent, shrew, mole, or bird. And here's the dissection paper. I mean, you can guess, but we're not gonna open it today. So I did go on Amazon and find like a whole lot of these, meaning not many, but a group of these for like 6 or 5 for like $9.99. So I'm gonna go order that so that everybody could dissect their own. What were you gonna say, baby?
I think it wouldn't have been a rodent because that would be too big for that.
No, owls eat rodents, baby.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I knew it. Wait, but
and this is really small, so I'm gonna order some that are a little larger, and this will be mommy's. That's a mole. This is like the bones of that animal.
I even know that
It's funny because when I went online and Googled it, Carolina Biological Supply was the first company that came up. So
I think
they're so excited.
And I think and I know that it's the bird. Mom, do snakes
so?
eat rodents?
Yes, they do.
I knew it.
Yes. So this is all for the Sassafras Zoology that we're doing in the first half of the year. In the second half, we're actually going to do anatomy and physiology, and we're probably not going to order the kit, but at least you can see what the contents of the kit include. Okay, we totally forgot what was in the mason jar. So go ahead, open it. The rest of the supplies. We were so excited.
I'm so excited.
Hurry up, honey. We don't have much time. So a lot of what?
Cotton.
Cotton balls?
I don't know why they had cotton. They could have just put it in there without cotton.
It's okay. They were trying to keep the other content still and safe. Oh my gosh. What else?
Cotton gets everywhere.
Okay.
Gloves.
Then we got gloves.
I got another pack.
So there were 2 pairs of gloves.
Should I? Yeah. So we got 1, 2,
3 balloons.
2 red ones, 1 blue one. We got this flashlight, and I love this flashlight.
You like it? It's a little and bright, right?
And we got some rubber bands.
Rubber bands.
Oh, here's the other toothpick. Here you go.
There's the other
Then we have some rubber bands. Then another toothpick.
Oh, they were all in. Oh no, these are the extra ones I think we got.
And then we got some tape, and this is larger than the ones that we ever have.
No, it's just like the ones we have from the dollar store, actually.
Oh, why is it so long? Okay, I'm gonna put all this stuff back in, because that's it.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Please like and subscribe.
And comment down below if I'm right, if it's the bird.
They won't know until we do the actual dissection.
Actually, I thought it was that. Because I seen an owl eat a bird.
Yeah.
Me too.
Bird. Okay. So, well, that's it. Bye.
Bye-bye.